Welcome to Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi Lightseer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Pisces Tarot, everybody. I'm your host. I am Mimi Lightseer. Over here at Pisces Tarot, your business is my business. And ooh, child, we about to get into somebody's business. Good morning to all of my guppies, my friends who are on the graveyard shift. Good evening to my international family. What's up to all of my friends watching behind the scenes on TikTok this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you are new to the Pisces Tarot experience, go ahead and drop a star in the chat. If you are a returning friend, go ahead and put a fish in the chat. We want to be able to recognize our new and returning friends and family over here to Pisces Tarot. Today's agenda consists of a brief energy cleanse, which is a brief meditation and sound bowl cleanse, followed by some divine insights. And I have an earworm for y'all this morning. Baby, when I tell you this earworm has been coming through this morning, somebody has had enough. They sick and tired of being sick and tired. Furthermore, we want to get into this overall energy reading. We want to do this overall energy reading, and then we also want to follow up everything with the insights and observations, and then we want to go ahead and get into this confirmations with the tarot card reading, and then bookmark everything with closing thoughts and final outcomes. Okay. So some of y'all been up all night tossing and turning. Some of y'all been dealing with people and they funky energy. Some of y'all have been just, doing the best that you can with what you got. All right. So with that being said, if you are ready to cleanse up the energy and get the energy ready for today, let's go ahead and find those scrub brushes, toothbrushes, wig brushes, hair brushes, whatever kind of brush that you can find today. Because baby, when I tell you it is time for us to get ready to get into this reading, here we go. Now, it's important to, before we move forward, why can't I speak today? Before we move forward, it's important for us just to level set and be able to ground ourselves. And the simplest way of doing this is through breath work and sound, okay? So what we want to do is take in a few deep breaths, inhale wholly and exhale slowly, okay? With each inhale, we want to be able to invite clarity and balance. And with each exhale, we want to be able to release any tension or any distractions. We're going to do this 3 times, okay? We're going to do this 3 times, all right? So, here we go. Now we're going to clean up any remaining stagnant energy and reset by bringing us one into alignment with our girl Boo Boo here. All right, here we go. Now that was weak. Let's start this again. Why can't I get together this morning? Divine Spirit, I call upon you and ask you for your guidance and your wisdom during this reading. Please surround me with your light and your love. Help me to receive clear and accurate messages. May this reading bring insight, clarity, and understanding for the highest good of all of those are involved and for the harm of none. Amen, 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 amen. All right, y'all. If y'all ready to get into this fun, safe, honest interaction, remember this is a safe space and your honesty is appreciated. Most of all, so is your participation. We've all been a fool in love before, and today just may be your turn, okay? So let's get ready for an engaging and a dynamic time. Let me see your favorite breakfast foods. What are your favorite breakfast foods? Drop them in the chat. I like eggs. I love scrambled eggs. Yeah, I do. But go ahead and drop your favorite breakfast food because, baby, and I think the reason why I can't speak this morning is because this earworm. Ooh, child. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Each day before I do a reading, I always take a minute to reflect upon the immediate energies that spirit is showing me. And sometimes it's through divine messages and sometimes it's through earworms. And today, y'all, I got an earworm. And it's a blast from the past. This was one of the first songs that put this very popular girl group on the map in 1999. This was off of their major selling album. Okay, they went several times platinum with this album. The record is Bills, Bills, Bills by Destiny's Child. Okay, Bills, Bills, Bills by Destiny's Child. Now what I'm hearing is and I can't stop laughing because of the way that this is coming across to me. But it's at first we started out real cool, taking me places I ain't never been. But now you're getting comfortable, ain't doing those things you did no more. You slowly making me pay for things your money should be handling. And now you ask to use my car, drive it all day and don't fill up the tank. And you have the audacity to even come a step to me to ask to hold some money from me until you get your check next week. Now, I don't know who is dealing with somebody that's being trifling, good for nothing, that is sucking up all your good time, all your good energy, all your good everything. I don't know who this person is, but that's the earworm that I'm hearing, okay? At first, we started out real cool, taking me places I ain't never been. But now you getting comfortable. You ain't doing them things you used to do no more. You slowly making me pay for things that your money should be handling. Who's dealing with a trifling man? And I'm just saying that right now because that's what we're talking about. She say you trifling, good for nothing type of brother. Who dealing with somebody that's trifling? Okay? Baby, if y'all ready to get into this reading, child, I need you to go ahead and put those tea kettles in the chat. Go ahead and put those tea kettles in the chat because I want to know. I know times is hard for people out here right now. I know people borrow money from people and, you know, money is tight. You know, people have unexpected job loss and all that stuff like that. But this seems like a pattern. Okay, let's get into this reading. Here we go, y'all. Now, when understanding energy, it's important to know the universe speaks to us in an abundant of ways, okay? And today, the overall energy is coming in. Listen, sometimes it's signs, synchronicities, wonders, numbers. Spirit talks to us in an abundant of ways, and it's really up to you to decide whether or not you want to be paying attention to when he's talking to you. And immediately, I'm feeling there has been some interpretation or some hesitation about whether or not you should give this person some money. Like you thought that you were doing something positive, by looking out for somebody, and you know, it became a slippery slope, right? And I'm not saying like in partnership, you know, that people can't, you know, loan a person money, you know, from time to time and look out because it's a partnership, right? But in this instance, this don't feel like a partnership. It feels like a slippery slope. And it's interesting that I'm talking about this today because yesterday I was thinking about a person that like a similar situation, right? Where somebody misrepresented themselves, made it seem like they had all of this liquid cash and assets, and then it just slowly dwindled up, right? And it was like a bait and switch, right? So somebody's dealing with financial matters, okay? In their relationship. So, Spirit, what is the overall energy reading for today? Whoop. Ears wide open. Ears wide open. Y'all, we got the fox up in here this morning. The fox is one of the most conniving animals that you can have, okay? But foxes are unique in their own way as well because they have distinct survival skills, okay? But the ears are wide open. Are you listening and are you hearing? Okay, that's the first thing that is coming to me this morning. Also, foxes are very playful and very reassured, okay? But they also can be very sneaky and very deceitful, okay? Now, what is the truth that we want to hear for the journey today? What is the truth that we want to hear today for the journey? Or do we need to hear for the journey? Okay. Abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Okay? So, this is about you being financially abundant. Financially abundant and or being able to manifest things into your experience, right? And we all know that thoughts become things, right? So you have to be careful about what you're thinking about, okay? Because you have the opportunity to definitely bring these things into your existence, okay? Guides of the hidden realms, what messages do you have for us today? Guides of the hidden realms, what messages do you have for us today? At first, we started out real cool. Grace within chaos, okay? Accepting life's complexities, the seduction of distraction. What did I just tell y'all? What did I just tell y'all? Foxes are very cunning. They can be very distracting. They have a way of getting their way, okay? Somebody has misled you into thinking one thing, but they really have some type of ulterior motive. What is the undercurrent here? At first, we started out real cool, taking me places I ain't never been. But now you getting comfortable. I ain't doing those things you did no more. You slowly making me pay for things your money should be handling. And then you ask to use my car. Drive it all day and don't fill up the tank. What? All right. What's going on here? Dolphins. Find joy in playful connections and let your intuition guide you to deeper understanding. Okay, so remember when I said foxes are playful? Okay, so this is saying it's nothing wrong with you going with the flow and having fun, but listen to your intuition, which goes back to the card about your ears being wide open. Listen. Don't allow somebody just to con you with a pipe dream. In other words, be on the lookout. Listen. How is this showing up for us in our daily lives? You trifling, good for nothing type of brother. First of all, them kids was 15, 16 years old. What you talking about, pants, having somebody pay your bills? What bills did you even have? We barely had a cell phone bill. Okay? Now, ask a 40-year-old woman that question. We can answer that. I got a whole mortgage, a car note, car insurance, life insurance. I mean, pick a bill. All right? Now, how is this showing up for us in our day-to-day lives? Let's have some fun with this. If you could have anybody to pay a bill for you month over month, what bill would that be for you? For me, it'd be my mortgage. Pay my mortgage. What bill? Put that down in the chat. If somebody could pay a bill for you every month for the rest of your life, what would that bill be? Write it down in the chat. All right, how is this showing up for us in our day-to-day lives? In their shoes, okay? In their shoes, all right? But you definitely see here, right? You see here where there's two distinct lanes, okay? You see, you have her heels and you have his shoes, okay? So, in their shoes, all right? In their shoes. Perhaps you had a little bit of empathy for them. Perhaps you were willing to be understanding and trying to put yourself in their shoes. Okay? Now, let's see. What is our soul whisper? Wisdom. Okay? We got the owl again today with this wisdom. All right? I'm getting the impression that somebody feels really guilty for giving this money because you knew not to give this money to begin with. Or this was a habit that you didn't really want to start. But again, you were thinking about it from the perspective of a teammate, a partnership, a lover, right? And so now that this is kind of backfired, you are feeling very convicted about this, okay? And giving them some money. All right. Wisdom. Yesterday, I was so clever. I wanted to change the world. Today, I am wise, so I am changing myself. You are being urged to take a closer look at those things that are not immediately obvious at the moment. Many people search outwardly for answers, but when you look to the external world for wisdom or advice, it can be difficult to find things that resonate. It is time to turn inwards and trust your intuition. Okay, so we're back to talking about this intuition again, okay? No one can truly understand your situation as intimately as you, nor can they detect the subtle nuances that weave through your emotional landscape. Wisdom can often be found in unexpected moments. If you force yourself to question those things that you have known to be true, and a seed within you yearns to discover more, it calls you to live skin to skin with the world around you to enrich the very fabric of your life. Turn to others for guidance and support, but always listen to your own voice for wisdom when it speaks. So this is about you overcoming with understanding, knowledge, perception, and prudence. This is about you overcoming being irrational, foolish, thoughtless, and reckless, okay? This deals with your third eye. And the reason why they specifically selected the owl is because the owl is a one-way shower of wisdom. The nocturnal creature, as a nocturnal creature, he is always observing what lies in the shadows. Your wisdom comes not only from knowing yourself, but in how your understanding of self enriches the landscape around you. Okay, so who, or it ain't even who. Just raise your hand in the chat. If Spirit told you not to give this person some money and you gave it to him anyway, let's just put your little church finger up, your little index finger in the chat. If Spirit told you, don't do it, girl. Don't start paying that bill. Don't start giving that money. And you went ahead and did it anyway. Just go ahead. Let's just tell the truth for shame devil. Just put your little finger up in the chat. I'm having a hard lesson with that right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Very hard lesson with that right now. All right. Now, as we start to shift to more personal insights, okay? Remember to focus on your specific situation, all right? Please remember to focus on what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Don't try to make something be about you if it's not. That's why this is a collective. It's a collective reading, all right? So, let's take a look. What is going on here in this situation? This person that we're talking about thinks they're very slick. Challenges. Make a decision. Work on inner healing. Okay. So you may be working to overcome some type of challenges in this. And what's interesting is this morning when I started hearing this song playing in my head, can you pay my bills? I was thinking about how financial trauma is a real thing. People who grew up in poverty or have lack mindsets, right? This is a real thing, you know, and people disguise said traumas in various ways. So I'm not judging nobody right now, but we've all seen what's been going on here with TikTok, you know, people in China exposing all the luxury brands, and you're seeing people literally crash out on TikTok because they've invested all this money into things. And I'm of no exception. You know, I have some nice shoes and some nice handbags, but now it's like, well, dang, I can't even liquidate it no more. Like I was thinking, you know, in case of emergency, break the glass, liquidate, sell. You can't even do that no more. So different people disguise their financial insecurities in different ways, okay? But financial trauma, poverty is a wound. It is a trauma wound, okay? So you never know how people are showing up, you know, where people feel like they have to do more or less, right? Now, not judging, I'm just saying it is a real thing. All right, laughter, happiness, joy, healing, okay? Somebody is about to get the last laugh, okay? Somebody's about to get the last laugh out of this, all right? Happiness, joy, and healing, okay? It's a lot going on here talking about healing this morning. What is the tea here? What is the tea here? At first, we started out real cool, taking me places I ain't never been. But now you're getting comfortable, ain't doing those things you did no more. Whoop, bad karma was about to fall out. Slowly making me pay for things your money should be handling. What is the tea? Boss daddy. Here it is, y'all. Boss daddy. Stable, rich, business owner, CEO, BDE. Woo-wee. So now we understand why you started giving them your little wallet, because this person was over here blowing your mind. You was over here getting earled, okay? You was getting earled. Now, we ain't talk about earl in a long time. And we have bad karma, okay? So we got boss daddy, somebody who is stable, rich, possibly a business owner, CEO, which means they are a business owner, right? That's the difference between a entrepreneur, CEO. You have no employees. This person has a whole employee, pay taxes on payroll and everything else. Okay. What lies beneath all of this? At first, we started out real cool, taking me places I ain't never been. Falling apart, falling into pieces, okay? Whatever image or facade that you had of this person is definitely falling apart, okay? Whatever lies they told you is starting to fall apart. Remember what I told you. I was just thinking about the person who played this image like they had all their stuff together. You know, they had all this money, they had all this abundance, they had all this wealth, but then y'all eating ramen noodles for dinner. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with ramen noodles, but if you got all this money, why we eating ramen noodles for dinner? It ain't just because you craving salt. Now, when we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? You trifling. Good for nothing type of brother. Okay. Snooping, drive-by, stalking, social media, psychic, and tarot card reading. So somebody is very curious about getting information on this person. Something's not adding up. Okay, something is simply put not adding up. And that is making somebody so curious to go dig into this because they're starting to put 1, 2, and 2 together and realize that this is not what they're making it out to seem to be. Somebody gonna be mad today.
All a bunch of bullshit.
Now, what is the true emotion here? If you can benefit from having some extra money coming in right now, just put some money, make it rain in the chat. If you could benefit from having some extra money coming in right now, make it rain in the chat. Oh, Lord. This is going wayward real quick. So, BDE, Boss Daddy. Is Boss Daddy married? Is Boss Daddy married? Are you supposed to be a kept sugar baby? And now that's falling apart with everything that's happening in the economy?
Denied.
At first, we started out real cool. Ooh, taking me places I ain't never been. But now you're getting comfortable, ain't doing those things. Y'all, was y'all okay? Ooh, somebody was okay with being a side piece. I mean, like, what is happening here? I'm just pulling for straws right now. I don't have enough information. Or did you marry somebody? Or did you marry somebody who acted like they had their stuff together and then now they don't? Ooh-wee. Now that's very much so possible. You could have married somebody because this looks like a wedding. So you could have married somebody thinking that you were marrying into money and things went left. You know, the vows say for richer or for poor. Okay. So, you know, if you marry in and they lose, you know, You still gotta show up as that person's spouse. All right, now. Woo-wee. Look, y'all. Why I just cut the deck so I could shuffle? Why lies here? Lies is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. I'm gonna keep that because I saw that when I cut that card. All right, what is the true crime here? Well, for one, they a liar. You trifling, good for nothing type of brother. Silly me. All right. Dating. Okay? Dating. Oh, y'all, it's some craziness going on. What's this? I'm just curious. Beach. But look at this, y'all. You see how stormy this is for this to be a beach? And why he got on the coat? This means it's hard times coming your way. I'm going to keep that just out of curiosity because something told me to flip it over. That's why I'm looking at it. Well, Spirit told me to look at it. All right. All right, y'all. What's the yin and the yang here? What is the yin and the yang here? Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? That makes sense. Somebody may have married somebody thinking that they was marrying into money, trying to beat, you know, that trauma bond of not having. People do marry for security. Let's be clear. Men and women marry for security. Men and women trap men and women for security. Okay? Now, we can say real men or women don't do that. But we do know that men and women are trapping each other for security. Who don't want to live a comfortable life? Who don't want to live a comfortable life? Nurture, protective, compassionate, love, sincere, feelings, wants to take care of you. Okay, so this is definitely one of those instances where I'm telling you, somebody in this situation had the ability to be a provider. Okay, and now they don't. Okay, now they don't. It's all about the. It's all about the. What T.I. say? If it ain't about the money. All right, what's blocking this relationship? I mean, let's be honest. Money matters. Financial matters is the number one reason why people get divorced. So let's be clear. You know, I know we all want to say married for love and all this stuff like that, but let's be clear. Let's be clear. Everybody wants to live a comfortable life and not have to be stressed about money. Okay? Not compatible. You really don't believe that there is a match for you. Have an open mind. Okay? So somebody felt like they're not compatible. Okay? And when we talk about compatibility, we also need to throw in there, make sure that you have similar views about money with the person that you marry. Okay? Because a lot of people, for example, if you are materialistic, and I'm saying that just to be descriptive, not to be calling anybody out, but if you are materialistic and are into things with you used to them finer things in life, and you got somebody who doesn't have those same values, it's always going to be a push-pull in this dynamic because they don't understand why you spending X, Y, and Z on a purse or a pair of shoes, right? So think about it from that perspective, right? I'm not saying that I'm a proponent of it. You know, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that people do have financial traumas. People who grew up in poverty don't want to be in poverty. That's why you have people out here doing crimes and doing things to get more money, right? Because they don't want to go back to that, right? And I can understand it's a struggle. It is a struggle. It's a real thing. Poverty is a real thing. And a lot of people are struggling to pay their bills. Let's not be tone deaf, right? This is a real problem that we have in a society. This is a capitalistic society. Somebody's always getting taken advantage of. The rich gonna keep getting rich and the poor gonna keep getting poor. That's the society that we live in. It's just the veil is starting to get lifted from off of our society's eyes. Now, is it love in this connection or no, Spirit? That is too many cards, but what does it say? Number one, we got, see, it's comforting to know that we have each other's support when it matters. Okay? But y'all see that yellow rose? That's a friendship. They're not seeing you as a romantic partner. Okay? We also have, if I tell you how I feel, it may change everything. So they are cold-hearted and afraid. Okay? We also have, I don't have feelings for you, but I don't want to hurt your feelings either. So they're being polite. They're still cold-hearted. Y'all see this? Listen, don't take this personally, but my heart belongs to somebody else. Okay? This person is very cold towards you. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I want to get into this. Like, whose business is this? Because this sounds a mess. Person A is the person who I feel is making a decision to overcome their inner healing. Thank you, guys. Okay. I feel like person A may have grown up with this financial trauma. As they go through these challenges and make the decision to work on their healing, I do feel like they're going to get the last laugh. Okay. This is about their happiness. This is about their joy and their healing. Okay. They are definitely working to overcome some type of inner something. Okay. I also feel like they may feel like their life is falling apart, but really their life is falling into place. Okay. I feel like this person ascribed to a bunch of lies. Okay. And you see how well this man is dressed? This man is very deceitful. Going back to the first card that we pulled when I said that this fox can be cunning. Okay. Always looking out for itself. I also feel like because they're skeptical, they're doing snooping. Okay. They are definitely doing some tarot card readings, i.e. being here. Okay. It's tapping in, stalking, doing social media. Now, I think person B here is definitely the one that you thought was the sugar daddy. Definitely was the person that you thought was going to be financially stable. Okay. Person may have already been married when you met them. Okay. Maybe not. I'm still going to get more information as we go along. This person is getting bad karma right now. Okay. Remember what I was telling you. This beach here, it's a bad storm coming their way. It's a cold summer for them. Okay. About to be a cold summer for them. I also feel like, it's all about support for them. Okay. They don't see you in that way. I do feel like person A is the person who's going to get back to dating other people. And I feel like person B acts like they want to be this nurturing partner that wants to, love on you and take care of you, right? But if we really think about it, you guys are just simply not compatible, okay? You're not compatible. And it's here. Like there is a coldness in this relationship, okay? So not one romantic feeling out of all of those cards that came out, not one romantic feeling came out.
Damn.
All right. So if y'all ready to get into this business, okay, I want y'all to go ahead and drop your zodiac signs in the chat. Drop your zodiac signs in the chat because I want to know Who is dealing with somebody where the wool is being revealed from their eyes? Somebody ain't got the money you thought they had. You bought into a whole bunch of lies and somebody's world is crumbling apart. Ooh, child. Whose business is this? Here we go. Magnifying glasses, because baby,